defeated. A people united can never be defeated. Hold your hands together. Hold your hands together. Please be on a straight line. If your line is forward than this motor, that means you are above my line. Be on a straight line before this vehicle. Before this vehicle, hold your hands together. Our comrades on the other side, fall back, please, fall back. Please, our comrades on the other side seated, can we come down? A people united cannot be defeated.
We are downstairs to see our team downstairs.
Greatest Nigerian workers! Articulate Nigerian workers! Ever conscious Nigerian workers!
Libya.
Our leaders are here, and very soon we'll be speaking truth to power. Insulator! 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 Greatest Nigerian workers! Greatest Nigerian workers! Ever-conscious Nigerian workers! Can we give them our energy? Let's take our own workers' anthem. All the leaders can capture us from here. So we plead for you to allow the leadership that will speak to be up this
They said you should go down.
No, once you just take the crowd.
Nobody claps up again. Okay.
Let me just take this one.
Go down. Sorry.
In our houses, place and power, greater than the whole gold, greater than the might of armies, magnified 1,000-fold. We can bring to battle the world from the ashes of the earth. Father, you know, makes us strong. Solidarity. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. Victory. There is victory for us. There is victory for us.
Victoria, Victoria, Asata. Victoria, Asata. Victoria, 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 Asata. Education, education must be free. Education must be free. Education, education, education must be free.
Greatest Nigerian student. Ever conscious Nigerian student. One papa, one kuku, one chichi. Greatest for the greatest for the greatest for the greatest. Comrades, we have come, and when we come, the become will become. Maybe so. Comrades, we have most of our leadership here. We have moved peacefully across the city, and now we are where the boys we sent to come and speak for us are resident. It is called the National Assembly. Those you sent on island are here. They will listen to us. Not so. Not so. Any students that had lectures yesterday, raise your hand.
No one.
If you know you didn't have any lecture for the past 3 months, raise your hand. Yes. Comrades, those that have our flag that shows our struggle, raise the flag. If you have our messages in the placards, raise the placards along the flag. Comrades, we must speak both to the air, the land, and the sea. They must hear our voice today. Greatest Nigerian worker! Comrades, we have the president, ever conscious president. The president, Igbo people will call him Osinawata Uwezi. Yoruba will call him Omoba, and Hausa will call him Tiny Saraki. That is called English Hausa, because they didn't allow me to complete my course. ASUU is on strike, I couldn't complete my course. So I will go back to the UK to complete my BSc in Hausa. Not be so.
That's so.
That is it. The president of NANS is here. And if you know him, you will know him as the young man who taught the education minister what his work should be. So comrades, in this time that people are wasting their time on TikTok and sharing X-rated discussions, this young man has done his research even when there were no open libraries. The president of NANS is one we are proud to have at this point in time in our national history, because the young people have been battered enough. They have told us they were not interested in their future, which we knew was a lie. Because that future is being destroyed by ancient men that move in the night. Witches and wizards that move at night. They were told that we should burn our candles at night reading book. Then they burn lanterns going for a village meetings. At this juncture, the president of National Association of Nigerian Students, for the first time in over a decade, will address a combined gathering of parents and students. Comrade NANS President, the floor is yours. Thank you so much. 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 Let me start by saying this. I'm not impressed with the turnout of Nigerian students in this protest. I must confess. To our parents, NSC, PUC, and all other organizations here, sincerely, on behalf of over Nigerian students, we appreciate your singular honor for coming out because of our future at this critical time. We appreciate you. Today, I will give the floor for the president of NSC and the president of ASUU. I want to say this. We have said enough. Enough is enough. We have met series of leaders on this issue. I was in this National Assembly to meet the Senate President on this particular issue. Promises upon promises. What we need is results. We want our university to be open. Thank you and God bless you. Greatest Nigerian students! Articulate Nigerian workers! Have you ever seen a calmer NANS president than this young man? No. Have you ever had a more precise speech than this one? No. Because they say a word. And wise men listen and get what? Wiser. They get wiser. And foolish people hear it and they get more stupid. So what we have come with today are words of wisdom. And the young man has set the pace. We are moving to a group in the university community that handles technology. When they tell you IP, sometimes when they say IPs and they didn't say now where person they piss for bus stop. Does IPs mean pissing at the bus stop? No. It means pissing on our salaries. Yes. IPs means pissing on our salaries, right? Yes. But there are people that handle technology in the universities. Yes. And they are called the National Association of Academic Technologists. So if you are doing wuru-wuru with World Bank IPs, these are some of the people that will help us prepare. What did they call urine for your language? You don't forget. Lecturers go lecture us here today. But this president is the president of the National Association of Academic Technologists in Nigeria. And they are part of those that they are trying to strangulate with hunger. That they've kept their salaries, they are not paying them. Even though we try to pump him this morning with some fuel, so that he'll be able to reach here. So, Comrade President, the floor is yours. Greatest Nigerian workers! Greatest Nigerian workers! Greatest students! We want to first and foremost thank the leadership of NLC, heavily led by our global president, Comrade Ayuba, for this noble act to draw the attention of government to what has been happening for the past 5 months. I've spent more than 20 of my years in the education sector, and we have never had it this way. It has gotten to a point where the laboratories, the studios, the workshops are being turned to classrooms because there are no equipment to teach the students the art of practicals. You will agree with me that this strike action is legitimate. Our strike action is not illegal, and workers have a right to protest, to draw the attention of government to their actions and inactions. We have had bailouts to the aviation sector. We have had bailouts to other sectors. Why the negligence on the education sector? Because no country can develop more than the educational level of the citizens. Comrades, for the past 5 months, the universities have been shut down. All the university-based unions are on strike. Till date, for 5 months, government has not found it or deemed it necessary to make an offer to our unions. What a shame! 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 It is a shame. No wonder today we have over 100 private universities in Nigeria. All of us attended public primary schools. We attended public primary schools. Today, they want to bring down the university down public secondary schools. Will you agree? Will you agree? We are here to say that government has spoken to us. Government has been needful. We are infected. We are involved. We are critical stakeholders. Our children are at home, and we know what it means. So please, we want to ask, we want to demand that government must do the needful. Government must act proactively and immediately to bring back our children, our students back to school, to bring our children back to school. Thank you. Thank all of you for turning out. Thank you very much. Please, true solidarity must have. Minister don't fall for ground though. Education minister don't lie down for ground though. Labour minister dey somersault for ground though. We will get to their going. If they are going, they might carry more money. If they are going, they might carry more money. Make we hold them now, make them solve the problem. Greatest Nigerian workers. We go dey get one papa go talk, one pikin go talk. No be so? Because na family problem in this thing. We have with us the president of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, another set of youths wey dey pick from window. To open door na problem. So as he don pick from window, they no gree open door. Make him tell us how he dey feel for that window side.
Today is tomorrow. We are taking our country this time around. We force them. We force our leaders to do the right thing. We will reset this nation. The youth of this country are tired. No job, no food. We are tired. No education for 5 months. Why students at home? What they say from them? Not to join cultism, banditry, killing and other things. That's why security issues are alarming. If we have a responsible leader, no good leader will allow students to be at home. Our leaders are not responsible. I start to say it. They are not responsible. We will take our country.
When I see the problem for my country, water running down me eyes. When I see my pikin for house, water running down me eyes. Greatest Nigerian worker. Always, you know, there are some stories you hear. You will wish that it was malaria dream you were having. Then you go say, make you wake up, say, God forbid, I can't go say my dream. But every God forbid that time say, I think say my dream for Nigeria na reality. So you don't know how to start. I look at young men and I imagine myself when I was a Malabite. If I could have stayed at home for 4-5 months for the greatest Malabite. Plenty of action. You know, Comedene talked about people getting pregnant. That time there were no condoms. Greatest Nigerian workers! Greatest Nigerian students! Comrades, when you discuss Nigerian problem, you don't. Technology in our universities was and his only track record is that he went to school. You can't have a minister handling any ministry without thorough interrogation by the assembly to verify what they are. So please, I want you to make sure that you get at least 10 people around you to show you their voice. Now they are confirming to me that even my arithmetic was wrong. 44 security reports, and we are walking about. We are finished though. There's nothing left. So, comrades, never. We have decided to provide leadership. Then we can provide leadership and then be followers again. You must assist us change our country. They are going to pound you with all manner of useless narrative. But one truth is constant. The current political leadership has failed us. Yes or no? Yes, yes or no? Yes. So, comrade, no matter the amount of money they will bring, they say we don't have structure. Now we be our structure. People that don't have structure say we want to protest. They then say this is unlawful and illegal. Does a non-structure obey legality? If we not get structure, so what is the problem? Allow us now. The musicians say allow us to enjoy ourselves. Allow us to suffer our suffer now. Greatest Nigerian workers. We have, when the president was addressing us at the Unity Fountain, he told us that this problem is spread across our tertiary institutions. We have heard from our universities. We will hear a bit from those who train our teachers. The colleges of education president is here. It's the same. They tell us if not the Panadol, not the same thing as Panadol. But right here, even above they serve as Panadol. Because there is nothing left. The colleges of education are even being forgotten. So before you know it, vulcanizers will now be in the average tower. Then the average tower people will move to Ghana and Kenya. Will anything be left in Nigeria? So, comrades, let's hear from the president of COASO, the staff union. President, you go come near where they go see you.
Great Nigerian workers! Great Nigerian workers! A people united! A people united! I bring greetings from all colleges of education in Nigeria, and we are highly appreciative of the idea that brought about this gathering from NLC. We say kudos to our global president. The situation in Nigeria tertiary institutions is the same. It's the same because we are dealing with the same insensitive government. We are dealing with the same government that has willfully neglected tertiary education and most especially teacher education. It is in Nigeria that you discover that even teachers that teach in primary and secondary school cannot allow their children to come to the same school. It is as a result of the willful neglect of teacher education. And we come to the realization that unless we decide to take actions that can actually propel this government that is dumb and dead into action, then we will never be remembered. And that is why, at this particular point in time, we decided to take the bull by the horn by telling this government that not again, we will no longer accept the way we are being treated. And since 10th of June 2022, we have decided to go on strike to press from our demand. And our demand also remains revitalization of colleges of education in Nigeria. In 2017, government came up after the need assessment to say that colleges of education in Nigeria to be properly positioned needed about 465 billion naira for it to be repositioned. And since that time to today, government has not released a dime to any college of education in Nigeria. Our colleges are in a sorry state, and we can no longer go to classroom to teach our students. And we say we can no longer do this. And the same thing happens when government decided to impose the draconian, the satanic IBBIS on teachers and staff in college of education. As we speak today, more than 1,794 lecturers in our colleges have not as a result of the evil at IBBIS. And we are saying no to IBBIS. And we have looked at the situation whereby tertiary institutions, we should be able to have our own platform as developed by ASUU, which is UTAS, for us to be able to make our payment and for things to be able to go for us. And that remains our position. And we know that unless we continue to make this government to be accountable, and unless we continue to make this government to see reason why teacher education should be revitalized, so that we will be able to train our students, our children, and they become children that we are proud of, and we'll be able to be proud of our teacher education, then we have not started. And I can assure you, this is the only point in Nigerian history. We will not come here again together if we have decided to make this once and for all and total, and to make sure that this government is accountable and make our students to go back to school in the next few days. Thank you. God bless you. And look at continue.
Please, two Bosa for Comrade President of KWASU. Well, comrades, we are moving gradually to when we will hear from the people who have come to see. Then I want to appreciate, because what they don't understand is that the NLC covers every sector, strata, and nook and cranny of our country. Right here with us, I can see the president of NUPEC. When they used to say, when NUPEC sneezes, the country catches cold. Comrade President of NUPEC, just wave to them, let them know what the packer time has seen. Comrades, I also have seen the president of the Construction Workers Union, Comrade Steve Okoro. They are the ones that built this thing. Our NAC members are here. The gentle giant has been moving with us gently. Deputy President of NLC and immediate past President of Road Transport Workers Union in Nigeria, Comrade Najim Yashin, is here. Comrade, wave to them. So when they are looking for Ayuba to eat, if they choose Ayuba, they can't choose the remaining people behind him. Alright, so let them know. The irony is NLC presidency is made up of 6-footers. Now for our own side, where protein come finish, our own height come there smaller. Another deputy president of NLC, immediate past president of construction workers, Comrade Amechi Asubuni, another 6-footer. Comrade Amechi. All these people went to public school. None of them go private school. So they know how you are feeling. And they are determined to resolve the problem because their own children go public school. That's why you never see their picture for internet. They never graduate. Their pikin is still in Nigerian school, they pay house. My own pikin, they wait. But they save my money. They postpone the vote there. You know, in our JAM process, you either feel for university, or you feel for college of education, or you feel for what? Or you feel for what? When I know they talk, I'm strong because I know say everybody here either feel Ada, Yaba, Enugu, Calabar, all the police. So when I talk, you call I'm strong. The other leg of our tertiary institution is what? Is what? Sometimes, you know, when young students want to say, I so maybe you don't know say I don't enter I don't enter the head of the workers union in the polytechnics will now tell us, I know they like this thing because tales of woe. Tales of woe. Are there hypertensive people here?
No.
Anybody that is hypertensive? No. I know we have Nigerian Union of Nurses here, so we can always take care of you. The vice president of the Polytechnic Union. Okay, no, now injection. I don't look for injection. Now the poly president, I want to address us, but I was looking for non-president to be sure that those that this thing has started impacting on their blood pressure will get some treatment. So a little bit of sometimes I can act as native doctor. If you have pure water, it helps to bring down blood pressure. You drink pure water. When you are drinking, it face the sun. So, Comrade President of ASUU. That's my point. Greatest Nigerian workers. Greatest Nigerian workers, irrepressible Nigerian workers, I cannot be intimidated Nigerian workers, greatest Nigerian students, greatest Boza, greatest Gaga, greatest I want to salute the global president of the working class in Nigeria, our comrade president ASUU Bawaba, for leading this historic gathering at this time. A lot has already been said by different union leaders across the 3 tiers of tertiary education in Nigeria. And I can tell you that the story is the same. Where we are currently as a nation is an indictment on political leadership of this country over the years. The Nigerian Polytechnic system has as its primary mandate the responsibility of skill-based education. And the poster of the failure in the delivery of this mandate is seen in the importation of artisans in the manufacturing sector and the construction industries in Nigeria. One typical example comes to mind. The Dangote refinery is about the biggest investment, private sector investment in the country today. As we speak, every single welder or welding activity in Dangote refinery in Lagos is being executed by Indians imported from outside the country. Meanwhile, in the same Lagos state, we have Yaba College of Technology, the oldest polytechnic in Nigeria, and they have
a welding and fabrication department on paper. This is a poster of the level of funding that we have across the Nigerian polytechnic system. In 2014, this government, the Nigerian government, sent out visitation teams on needs assessment the same way they visited the universities and the colleges of education. And after 8 years, not a penny has been released out of over 800 billion uncovered as at that time to address the infrastructure deficits in the Nigerian polytechnic system. My colleagues in the universities and the colleges of education have already mentioned the fact that the renegotiation of our 2010 agreement with the government commenced in 2017. As at that time, we know that the exchange rate between the Nigerian currency and the US dollar was still less than 250 naira. That renegotiation process, as we speak, is still ongoing, endlessly so. And as we speak, we all know that the Nigerian naira has become valueless. That is the kind of condition that lecturers and workers in the Nigerian polytechnic system have been subjected to. The situation in the states are even worse. Of course, the media was awash recently of the situation in Abia State Polytechnic, Aba, where lecturers are old for 36 months. We have a situation in Benue State where all the polytechnics in Benue State are old. The same situation is in Ogun State where all the state polytechnics in Ogun State are old. The same in Osun State where our people in Osun State are old for about 12 months. The same situation is in Plateau State. In Edo State, of course, we have seen one despot who has become a beneficiary of today's current democratic dispensation, deciding that trade unionism should be banned across tertiary institutions in the state. Those are the kind of leaders we have. We are busy complaining about unknown gunmen, but the gunmen in our tertiary education system are very well known to us. These gunmen, they are not carrying guns, they are carrying weapons of deprivation, weapons of hunger, weapons of denial, weapons of lack of integrity all over the place. And as a result, the whole sector is collapsing. It is very important at this time that the National Assembly, so to speak, should rise to the occasion and call to order those who have the responsibility of supervision and regulation in these tertiary institutions. In 2019, in the hallowed chambers of this National Assembly, the Federal Polytechnics Act, as amended, was passed into law, and Mr. President assented to it in June 2019. Unfortunately, as we speak, those who have the responsibility of ensuring that the provisions of that particular act are respected to the letter by practitioners in the sector are today the persons who are the chief violators of that same act. Those who have responsibility for supervision are today those who are busy disrespecting the provisions of the act. And that is why, as we speak, in the Nigerian polytechnic system, the Federal Ministry of Education can wake up and go to the nearest Mr. Big's eatery and appoint someone a rector. This is the situation in the Nigerian polytechnic system. And as such, again in closing, we want to salute our global president, our comrades from the civil society groups for identifying with the challenges that we have across the tertiary education sector. And I know, and I verily believe that a people united can never be defeated. Aluta continua.
Thank you, Comrade President. Comrades, it's with a heavy heart I want to give you the information I want to give you now. Because sometimes people take respect for granted. We marched peacefully from Unity Fountain to this place. And people are busy there balancing inside air condition because they think we don't have something to do. I will not continue to pretend that I'm calm, because the people who have come to visit are beginning to show some disrespect, and they say respect is reciprocal. We cannot be in the sun and people are in the air condition. Don't tell me that I want to see them. Greatest Nigerian workers. Those that are sitting over there, come here so I will take a decision here. I don't want any rigging of votes. Come, let's vote here. We'll vote whether to go and participate in plenary or we'll wait here to have a voting session. We will count, and after counting for a while, we don't see them, we'll go and participate in plenary. Because let them not think that they are too big to come and talk to us. We told them we're coming, we have come peacefully. Whatever they are plenaring there cannot be better than our students at home. They have no something.
They are criminals. All cannot be criminals. This one. Yes.
If they continue with this trend, they will be another plenary. Greatest Nigerian workers. We know that nobody gets into there without a vote. No, be so. If they need your vote to get there, are they bigger than you?
No.
Who big pass? Person where they give vote or person where they take? Hand where they give and hand they take. Double challenge. Greatest Nigerian worker. Greatest Nigerian worker. I want to say, I want to yarn, I want to postulate, I want to ejaculate, I want to gesticulate. Greatest for the greatest, for the greatest, for the greatest. At this time, I know, I will be handing over the microphone to the vice. Conscious Nigerian workers, great Nigerian students, conscious Nigerian students. Comrades, let me invite you to listen attentively. We are here in the parliament of the Nigerian people.
Yes.
It's a parliament that represents every constituency.
Yes.
It's a parliament that is representative. It's a parliament that will receive our complaint. Everywhere around the world, parliament is supposed to be for the people.
Yes.
They are supposed to enact laws for the people.
Yes.
They are supposed to speak for the people.
Yes.
All of us are from constituency. Yes. Is there anybody that is not from constituency?
No.
If you are from a constituency, raise your name and shout the constituency. I am from Askira Uba, local government in Borno State. I therefore have a representative here. I am also from a senatorial district. I have my senator here. So same with all of you here. Is that true? So we must listen. On your behalf, comrades, we have written to them also that we'll be here today.
Yes.
We'll be here to lay our complaint of what is happening in the entire education system in Nigeria. I'm sure they are also aware that the university system
have been shut down for 5 months.
They don't
And I'm sure they are also aware that it's the children of the working class, the children of the less privileged, and the children of the poor that are actually affected.
Yes.
And I think this is a matter that requires urgent national attention.
Yes.
That is why we had to scale it